lovely day. Good to see plenty of fans in. Who's going to get their hands on the winner's trophy after this? It is the Quattro Group Race of Aces here this weekend. Ray on pole, Ride second, Bridewell third, and away they go. And another rocket start for Brad Ray on pole position as they get away now towards Ritchie's turn one. He's got the whole shot ahead of Kyle Ride. Good start there. Oh, I was going to say from Storm Stacey, he's lucky to stay on there.
I tell you what, that was very lucky. That was Storm Stacey and Rory Skinner up the inside.
Ray has gone too deep.
Yeah, he couldn't stop that, couldn't Kyle, no way.
A few people sitting up there.
Yeah, into turn one with Storm and with Rory. That was potentially a disaster. That front wheel into back wheel doesn't normally work.
Kyle Ride there. Credit to him. He had a nibble into turn two, but it did not work out. That's just going to give Ray a bit of breathing space.
That's what we're saying.
He's wide again.
Yeah, I think Kyle's pushing on, and again, that's where you were going to get pushed on by the wind if you were.
So Ray on the Race Yamaha leads from Rory Skinner now on the Cheshire Mouldings Ducati with some clear air. What can he do ahead of Kyle Ride now?
Kyle's got to be careful here. He's got a good slipstream, a tailwind, and this is where you're going to run if you are with this. The wind's going to shove you right in, no problem.
Through Brundle and Nelson Corner, up towards the bomb hole now on this opening lap. Brad Ray already building himself a nice advantage out front. It's Skinner here, number 11, in second.
Skinner looks good. We didn't quite get to see what he could have done yesterday. Had a slight mechanical, I think electrical problem. But yeah, with a bit of luck, keeps going, looks good, doesn't it?
He does look good. He took a lovely wide sweeping ride around corner, and there was a big chunk of grass and dirt kicked up there from Kyle Ride on the exit of Murray's onto the start-finish straight.
Kyle's rushing a little bit, it's not like him.
Just panicking maybe and trying to get stuck in too soon.
Yeah.
Not quite his rhythm as yet. Braking now down in towards Wilson Corner. Oh, again, dirt kicked up in the background.
A lot of dust, yeah. Track temperature a little bit down, probably 8 degrees down. That's going to be a lot better for the riders. The tyres won't just feel as greasy. There'll be a little bit less movement. That'll give them a little bit more confidence to make a move if they need to.
So over the line, there was 7 tenths between Ray and Skinner. This is Nesbitt, number 86. He's in 6th, ahead of Max Cook, number 30. Storm Stacey.
Wide from Nesbitt there, and I think who did he sit wide with him? I think that was, it was Cook, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Leon Haslam also didn't get off to the best of starts from 8th on the grid. He's dropped down to 10th, so work to do for Haslam, who's not been out of the top 6 so far all season long. Tommy Bridewell back on the podium for the first time, which was good to see yesterday.
For everybody.
Another fine lap from Bradley Ray out front, though. Look at the gap he's opened up ahead of Rory Skinner, number 11, and Kyle Ride over the line at 46.9 on your second lap of the race. Absolutely flying out front. Skinner then in second with Ride now chasing him down. Right, good corner speed through Ritchie's, and he's going to make the move as he hits Wilson. No, not quite this time. Throw it left now through Palmer Corner. It's the Yamaha out front from Ducati, from Yamaha, from Honda.
Yeah, this is the newer part of the track. I've ridden this quite a lot on track days, never raced it. A little bit more camber than there is on the older part of the track that's basically just built over a Second World War airfield, which tends to be really flat.
Credit to Christian Idden. You said to him on the grid that he had a good day yesterday. He did. He had to barge his way through a few people, but he's just there looking 5th place. That's a good start from Christian. He's having a good weekend.
He is, yep.
Bridewell there on the Honda. This would be, in general, just a really positive weekend
for Honda,
for Tommy to take into the rest of the season.
Yeah, made a lot of changes. Tommy tends not to kind of muck about when it comes to wanting to make changes. Having to go around the outside, it's a long way around, but if you can get yourself level, that'll do that. That's about as clean as you can expect that move to be. It's the obvious move there. If you can run them...
not easy to do that.
It is not easy to do. Round the outside of columns isn't easy when you're talking about going around the outside of somebody like Kyle Wright.
Oh, and Kyle Wright battled back on the start-finish straight and then left it late to break into Richie's corner.
Yeah, the problem there for Tommy was that by default going up the inside of somebody into Murray's chicane, you're not going to drag the speed onto the start-finish there.
So it is Ray from Skinner at the moment. Tommy Bridewell in third place. He was again, sorry, he's trying for third place. He had a look there.
He did, but Kyle again making one or two mistakes there. Very unlike him.
Christian Hidden.
He's sneaking up on this group. Yes, he is. I've noticed that. Banana Man's on his way, isn't it?
Behind Christian Hidden, you've got Charlie Nesbitt, Max Cook, both riders in their second seasons of British Superbikes. There they are. There's number 86 and 30. Josh Brooks up behind, who came on strong late on in yesterday's race. Leon Haslam not in a place where he'd want to be, you would suspect. But Storm Stacey just starting to drop down the field. He's in 10th ahead of Rogers. Of Nesbitt. They raced each other at super team level as well. I remember that very well.
All the way through.
Yeah.
A little bit like Kyle Wright and Brad Ray.
Yeah, very similar actually. Yeah, very similar. And there's quite a queue of riders ready to pick him off here. Two very experienced men there, Leon Haslam and Josh Brooks, currently in 8th and 9th place in terms of the championship. They're also sitting in 3rd and 5th respectively. As things stand right now, Brad Ray set to increase his advantage in the championship by another 4 points. That would take him to 26 ahead going into the 3rd and final race of the weekend this afternoon. Bit of a warning there for Tommy Bridewell, just on the exit of Nelson Corner. Sort of sat him up slightly.
Yeah.
He didn't know he's going to have to do some defensive work in the closing stages. The AGN Steel Stock Kawasaki rider, of course, the FS3 team, they'd have been delighted with that 5th place yesterday. The one-off colour scheme for Christian Idden, and that's down to the fact that Alan Boyden, who is the joint managing director of AGN, was very fond of his Kawasaki Z1 back in the day.
Yeah, with 2 to go on a 5-second lead, the best part of Brad Ray doesn't have to do anything. All he's going to do is do what he's doing.
Oh, he struggled again,
and that's lost
that
him
might
time.
be 1 or 2. Does Rory even know that Tommy's there? Kyle Wright's now gone wide, and through goes Rory Skinner.
Yeah, they're making a lot of mistakes, these lot.
There, Skinner holds his line.
I actually don't think he's going to have the pace down the straight, actually, against the Decay, the V4 Decay.
Will Tommy Bridewell here try and pinch that third from Kyle Wright as well. Wright desperately looking for somewhere to go through on Skinner.
This is where Kyle Wright needs to start building. And
he's
well, he's going to be right.
Oh, that would be bold.
I don't think that'd work, because I think that'd give the advantage back to Rory.
Onto the Bentley straight we go. Rory Skinner, number 11, should have the punch on the Ducati.
I think he has.
Ahead of the Yamaha, unless there's a lunge coming here. There might be one coming from Tommy as well. No, Rory Skinner now surely just got to hold his line. Will Kyle have a look into Murray's corner?
He had a little bit of a test last lap, didn't he?
So this is where it all begins, through the bomb hole here, into the dip. And now Kyle Wright is building. You can just see there, he got the power down nicely. He's now taking the wide approach to try and cut through, to pick second spot off Rory Skinner. Is it going to be good enough? Skinner's going to have to be late on the brakes. The lunge is coming. He's coming through, but he's not been able to get through on the cutback. Bradley Ray is going to win.
What about Tommy? He might nick third here.
He might. It's a run to the line. We can't quite see it. Skinner, oh, that's a photo finish for third. It says on our screens, Bridewell pinched it from Kyle Wright. We'll get confirmation of that in a moment. By 8 thousandths of a second,
that's what it says. But yeah, and that attempt on a move for second, definitely, I think if it does prove that he's finished fourth, cost Kyle Wright third there.